What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Impact Wrestling review. And I'd like to say Happy Halloween to everybody out there. October 31st, we're going to get to a very frightening, scary Halloween edition of TNA Impact Wrestling as we kicked off the show with Dixie Carter coming out to talk about AJ Styles as he took the title and pretty much left TNA with it. And she pretty much said, I gave everything you on a silver platter and everything, but now you don't exist anymore, and there will be a new TNA World Champion and a tournament, an 8-man tournament for the next couple of weeks to see who will be the next TNA World Champion, as she called out the first 7 contenders, which are James Storm, Bobby Roode, Chris Sabin, Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, and Austin Aries. As they were chosen to be the 7 people in the tournament, she had one more person, but Bully Ray came out talking about he would have beaten AJ Styles last week if it was beating AJ Styles for the title if it wasn't for Earl Hebner and Mr. Anderson last week. And she said, well, you're the reason why AJ's champion, so you're not even in. She was going to announce the gauntlet match that was going to be for tonight to determine the #1 contender, well, not for this 8th spot in the tournament. She pretty much tried to kick out Bully Ray, and then pretty much everything went dark. Mr. Anderson's music hit, and pretty much him and Bully Ray brawled, and he started beating up Bully Ray then, and pretty much he was arrested outside, and it was being taken away, but pretty much Bully Ray came from behind and hit him with a chain, beating him up, saying, I kicked you out of this club, you're nothing without him and stuff. So he pretty much tried to beat up Anderson while he was in handcuffs. James Storm and Gunner went against the Bromance for the Tag Team Championships rematch, which was the Bromance winning with a very weird type of finish, pretty much pulling the leg and having Jesse land on top of Storm as pretty much he dodged the last call super kick. So I don't know why this very short match didn't really mean that much for the Tag Team Championship. I'm still surprised the Bromance are the Tag Team Champions. Yes, Bad Influence looking for Abyss tonight, and why the TNA Television Championship hasn't been here around, as they were dressed as like they were with English accents, as they were looking for Abyss, like they were Sherlock Holmes and Watson, as Francois and them were looking for Abyss tonight. Ethan Carter III went against North Turnham, kind of a Bound for Glory rematch. Ethan Carter III won, so another squash match for him to beat. Dixie Carter talked to Sting and says, what if I list the ban for the of him not compete for the world title anymore? She gave him an opportunity. He said, that's good for you, right? Pretty much put him in a gauntlet match to get him the 8th man spot for the TNA world title, giving him a chance for that ban to be lifted, to be in the tournament. And pretty much Sting was in this tournament, and he started off with Kazarian. More people came out from Nux to Daniels to Manic to Eric Young and all the way to Magnus. Nux was eliminated first, then Manic, and then pretty much after that Eric Young was kicked out of the ring by Kazarian, and both Bad Influence then was eliminated. Daniels was eliminated by Magnus, and then pretty much Magnus eliminated both Sting and Kazarian, making them the 8th man spot, as they were trying to say. He knocked out Sting, his own main event Mafia partner, taking him out of the match, even though it was kind of his chance to be in the tournament, so he took him out and stuff. So he won that 8th man spot to be in the tournament then. Also tonight, ODB went against Gail Kim for the Knockouts Championship. It was a really good match, I'll say that, but Gail Kim pretty much retained the title, beating ODB tonight. So it was a very good Knockouts match, but pretty much Gail Kim got the roll up and got the pin over ODB and won the match. Bad Influence came out again, talking about we solved the mystery, and they pulled out a jack-o'-lantern from under the ring. Yes, they solved the mystery, they said. And Eric Young came out dressed as Joseph Parks, saying that we are here tonight, and pretty much say he's here tonight, and he said Monster Abyss, even though Halloween was real, he liked Halloween Light. He was giving Bad Influence a message. He pretty much started beating out Bad Influence, but Bad Influence got the numbers edge over him. Abyss then came out and pretty much Black Hole slammed both of them. I guess making his, even though he turned it Bound for Glory, I guess he made his return back to Impact Wrestling tonight. So he was back on Impact Wrestling, and what the fuck? Sorry about that. Crazy bugs nearly flying on you again. As we continue this review of TNA Impact Wrestling, pretty much Abyss, like I said before, Abyss returning back to TNA Impact. And then as we cut into the main event, yes, the Dixie Carter, which doesn't make no sense, even though I couldn't see it from far away. Next week it's going to be Jeff Hardy versus Chris Sabin in a Full Metal Mayhem match, even though I didn't even see what the match was because the wheel was so far back and the camera was back and everything. And as we go into the main event of tonight's show, with the main event of tonight's show of Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode, which I gotta say, phenomenal match, just like Bound for Glory, which was really good until Kurt Angle pretty much threw Bobby Roode off the top rope and pretty much landed, and they act like it was the biggest concussion. He couldn't even control his body. He was shaking and stuff. Kurt Angle, I really did enjoy the match, even though it went from the ankle lock to the crossface. I don't know how many times. The match was a no contest. And I don't know how long this injury thing is going to be going up. So it may be a third match with Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode because the crowd was really into it, chanting "This is awesome" and TNA, TNA. But I guess it was a really good Impact show tonight. I don't know what's going to happen when this tournament thing happens. And will AJ Styles be back with the TNA World title and everything? So we'll see what happens when this tournament kicks off next week for the World Heavyweight Championship. So, once again, we are here. We hope you enjoyed this review with Keeping It Me, and we are done with this TNA Impact Wrestling Review edition of Halloween. So, once again, comment, subscribe. You know what I am, you know what I do. Keep watching the show. You never know what's going to happen next. And I will see you guys later for any other reviews and probably for SmackDown tomorrow. So have a great Halloween, people, and I will see you guys later. I'm out of here. Peace.